Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Andrea here. How are you doing? I just want to pop on and have a chat with you about stress today. So I was talking to somebody the other day about how stress is affecting her and food choices, and I've had my fair share of stress in my life and affecting my food choices. So I'm Andrea, I'm a nutritional therapist, and I love to help and support women during perimenopause and menopause to get healthy hormones so they can look good and feel good inside and out. I've also got a YouTube channel and a Facebook group as well, if you want to come along and join. And you can find me on YouTube, where I share lots of more information to help to get healthy hormones. But today I wanted to have a chat about stress. Are you finding that stress is affecting your food choices and some weird food choices? You hear about pregnancy affecting food choices because of hormone fluctuations during pregnancy. But stress is a massive one, isn't it? And like I said, I've had loads of stress levels to cope with over the years, and I was a sugar junkie myself. I just couldn't get away from it for years and years, just eating so much sugar because stress was really affecting my life, and I had to figure out how to get to grips with that. Because there are lots of different types of stresses. Stress comes in all shapes and sizes, and it's not just stress with having a stressful job. You know, you can have stress in what you're eating, stress with how you're thinking, how you live in your lifestyle. It's toxic stress. Toxins are all around us in the atmosphere, car fumes, how you live in your life, your exercise can be stressful. There's so many different stresses around, and they can be affecting your food choices, because there is a connection between food, mood, and your stress. Are you a person that's just, you can't seem to get to grips with it? You know you want to make better choices, you want to make better food choices, but you just can't seem to get your head around it. Maybe you've gone to the supermarket and you've come home and looked in your bag and there's all these cakes, there's biscuits, where did they come from? How did that get in my bag? I didn't put them in there. Nothing worse than going to the supermarket and you smelling all that nice bread, all those nice baking. It's tempting you to want to buy it. And when you're stressed out, when you're tired, you're cranky, you're moody, you just want to give in and eat all those tempting treats, those sugary laden processed foods, and you just can't seem to stop yourself. And it can get quite frustrating, can't it? Because when you're depressed, when you're moody, when you can't sleep properly, when you're on high alert all the time and not relaxing, not feeling good about yourself, because that's a massive one as well, isn't it? You're not feeling good about yourself. You know, you're not going to crave eating salads. You're going to crave that chocolate cake. You know, that slice of chocolate cake's got your name on it and you want to eat it. So what happens then in the stress response? How does this cycle start and begin? So your stress response uses your adrenal glands, uses your thyroid and your liver, because your liver has to store sugar and release sugar, and also your pancreas has to release insulin to take the sugar out of your blood. So that's involved. And then your adrenal glands secrete cortisol, so they get involved in the fight and flight system. So that's the stress response and how it processes energy. Your thyroid is what burns your energy. And so when this system's switched on, it should switch on and off regularly. It shouldn't be switched on all the time. And I think now in modern life, our stress response is switched on all the time. It's not switching off. So this can cause a dysregulation, and it can cause a big burnout of all those glands, all the adrenals, your thyroid, your pancreas will start working correctly, your liver's going to get congested, and may not be detoxing all the hormones correctly. And over time, this can affect your mood. It's going to affect your food choices and make you want to choose bad carbohydrates. And then what happens is your body will produce a lot more sugar than it needs because your fight or flight system's already switched on all the time. So then your pancreas has to work overtime, your liver has to work overtime, all these organs have to work overtime to constantly keep taking the sugar out of your blood, because there's the sugar in there all the time, because your body wants you, you're in stress mode, your body wants to run away from danger, and it keeps you safe, does this. And then things can start getting worn out over time, over the years. This is what happened to me. And things just can't process effectively enough then you got, you can put stress on your digestion, because your digestion's not working correctly when you've got high levels of stress either. And your adrenals get burned out, your thyroid's going to get affected, because your adrenal glands and your thyroid are best buddies, and they both work together to balance things out. So this is a vicious cycle that can just keep going on and on and on, and you just can't seem to get to grips with sorting things out and making better food choices and being in the mood to have better food choices and getting motivated. And you're trying all these different things. I'm not gonna not do this. Maybe you're just going to have a small piece. So every day you're saying to yourself, I'm just gonna have that little bit. I'm just gonna have that small piece. So by the end of the week, that I'm just gonna have that bit has grown into a massive impact on how your week's gone with your diet. So by the time you got to Friday, you've forgotten about that little bit of cake or that little bit of something else that you had, and it's all built up in that week. And then you're wondering why you're not feeling great, your mood's affected, your digestion's affected, you're not feeling on top of your weight maintenance. So all this is going to really affect everything. And you can see how your food choices are affected. You're not going to make the healthier choices, you're going to make the bad carbohydrate choices, the processed foods. The crap foods, I like to call them, carbonated drinks, refined sugary foods, artificial foods, processed foods. These are all going to be what you're wanting to eat. And when I said about your digestion being affected as well during high amounts of stress, you can start growing weeds in your garden. So I like to call your digestion your gut garden. And these bad weeds can start growing, getting out of control, and they can affect your food choices. They can make you crave all the bad stuff as well. All these bad bacteria, they get crashing all the good bacteria. They're like overcrowding them, and they're saying, yeah, I want more pizza, I want more cake, and they're making you crave all this bad stuff. So it can affect your gut flora, it can affect your digestion, and then you're going to have more gas, bloating, and not feel so great. And you're just trying to get out of this vicious cycle that's going round and round and round. So what's some steps that you can help here is I want to give you some help, and some steps that you can try and reverse this is what I did with myself. Is you want to identify, first of all, what are all these stresses in your life? Is it your diet stress, your exercise, is it your lifestyle? Is it what you're thinking about? Really dig deep and figure out what this stress is, and then you can try to correct that stress. Try to figure out how to reduce it, how to correct it, what you can do to stop it from controlling your life so much and it affecting your health so much and your bad food choices. At the same time as you're doing this, you can try and focus on eating more nutrient-dense foods, foods that are healthier, that are going to keep you full for longer, that are going to really not give you that afternoon slump, that energy dip where you're wanting to eat lots of carbohydrate-laden foods. You're trying to focus on eating more for nourishment, and I know that it's like mind over matter here, but once you start eating more nutrient-dense foods, once you begin to eat better breakfast, better lunch and dinner, incorporate some more of the colourful foods into your diet, this can really help you. It might be a slow process at first to really help you. You might get on the right track and stop eating all these bad foods. It's not going to be perfect to start with. You're not going to do this like overnight. It's going to take a while and a process. And for every person, it's going to be different as to how quickly and how determined you are to really eat more nutrient dense foods, to get these crap foods out of your diet, not let your body take over with the cravings, eating the bad foods. And then it's then identifying then if you have any gut issues, if your adrenal glands are weak, thyroid's not working correctly, if your liver's not detoxing correctly, you can start reversing these as well, helping to heal all this. And then once you start changing your food choices and to healthier foods, your digestion's going to get better, your gut flora is going to change, you're going to have more good bacteria than the bad ones growing now. So you're going to have more flowers in your gut garden than weeds in your gut garden. And you can really start to begin to turn all this around. And this is what I go through in my 30-day hormone reset. So I've put it all together from what I've done to reverse my stress levels and my issues with my gut and my adrenals and my thyroid, because I really want to help you to get to grips with all this, to make you feel good again, because there's nothing worse than feeling bad about yourself. You don't like looking at yourself in the mirror, you're letting food take over your life. You want to feel good about yourself again and get your mindset in the right place. This is what I worked on over the last 10 years. Just changing things. It's made a massive difference to my life. And I want to help you now through my 30-day hormone reset to really help you get to grips with the food choices, stress, healing your body and getting healthy hormones again. Because in menopause and in perimenopause, your body's really sensitive to stress as it is. So if you've got added stress with all these different areas, and in my hormone reset, I cover all these different areas: your mindset, your diet, lifestyle, and your exercise. Because these are all areas that massively can affect your hormones. And in perimenopause and menopause, it's even more important to get to grips with stress and give your body the nutrients that it needs, the building blocks it needs to cope with the stress that's going on in your body. Because you're more sensitive to stress now, more sensitive to sugar. Your muscle mass is reducing down, your metabolism's changing. So you've got a different body now that you have to work with to really help you to stop your bad food choices. So if you're interested in my hormone reset, I'm going to put the link below where you can find more details about that. If you want to ask me any questions at all, please put in the comments below. You can private message me to ask any questions you want. I've also got a free 4-day healthy hormone meal plan I've put together. These are some of the recipes that are in my hormone reset, and these are some recipes that you can try now to get used to preparing, getting used to doing some meal preps with these recipes that I put in the free 4-day guide. And then if you like these recipes, getting used to some of these recipes, and you want more of them, I've got over hundreds of recipes in my hormone reset that you can choose from. And I help you at the beginning. Once you've joined the hormone reset, I have a lengthy call with you to help and guide you through and your choices through this meal plan and what you need specific to your needs, because everyone's going to be different and different areas of their health. So I can help you put a meal plan together for you during the hormone reset and set you on the right path for your individual needs, so you know what to do to heal over the 30 days. And then I'm on hand as well if you want to ask any questions during the 30 days to help you and help you with your meal preps. I can help you with your food choices, help you with your mindset and everything else. So thanks for watching today. I hope this helped somebody going through lots of stress and unhealthy food choices to help get to grips with it and to stop it. So thanks for watching, and take care of yourself, and don't forget, you're a woman that deserves to look good and feel good inside and out. So take care, and I'll see you again in another video. See you later.